If you're building with Apple's foundation models and you're still parsing raw text from the model, you need to stop. There's a much better way. It's called generable, and it's going to change how you think about LLM output. The problem is that by default, when you prompt the model, you get back a plain string. So let's head over to Xcode and then look at an example. So here, I'm telling the model over here to give a recipe for pasta, right? So let's run this and see the output. As you can see, we're just getting back a big plain string, right? So over here, we have the instructions and we have the ingredients and then we have the title, right? What if you want to grab specifically the title or the steps or the ingredients? This is where generable comes in. So here, let's go over here and then let's define a struct and then we're gonna call it recipe, right? And then this is gonna have a title as a string and then this is gonna have ingredients. So there's going to be a list of strings, and then it's going to have steps as well, which is also going to be a list of strings. Then we're going to annotate it with generable. So like this. Now all you need to do is pass it in to the session. So let's head back over here, and then we're going to add a comma here, and then it's going to be generating, and then just going to be recipe.self, right? And now instead of printing the whole content, what we're going to do is create a new variable. It's going to be a recipe. And then we're going to have response.content over here. And then we're just going to print recipe.title. And now let's run this and see what happens. Now over here, it's supposed to print just the title. So as you can see, it's doing just that without showing everything. And now let's do the same thing. So let's print recipe.ingredients. So now it's just going to print a list of ingredients. So there you go. Now there's a list of ingredients over here, and that's the same thing for steps as well. So there's no need for any parsing or JSON here, right? Now what we're gonna do is show you an additional thing you can do using a guide macro. So let's scroll up over here. So what you can do here, above each item, you can add a guide macro like this, right? And then you can use description, for example. And then here for the title, it's just gonna be, for example, a creative, appetizing name, right? And this is going to apply for the title, right? And then what we can also do for the ingredients, we can specify some count, right? So guide.count, right? And then we can specify 5. And then this is going to be for the ingredients. And there's no need to do anything for the steps. We can just leave it. But these are just 2 examples. And now let's run this and see the difference. So as you can see here, there is 5 elements, right? But then this one didn't really change. So let's maybe change this. Creative, maybe just say very long. And then let's see if there's actually a difference or not. Yeah, so as you can see now, there's a slight difference, but you can be more creative with this and then try different ideas. And now let's say we want to add an enum over here, right? So let's say we want to do difficulty or something. So difficulty of the recipe. And then we can create an enum. We can just call it difficulty. And then over here, we can create the enum. So it's going to be the same name as this, right? And then we have easy, medium, and then hard, right? So the point here is that generable also works on difficulty. So now you can print the difficulty as well. And then let's see what happens. Cool. So as you can see, it's printing the difficulty over here. So that's the general macro in Apple's foundation models. It's structured, type-safe output in just a few lines of Swift. Try it out and let me know what you think in the comments. If you want more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button to support the channel. Thank you for watching.